It's Week 7 of the National Football League, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme today. It's the Jets and the Commanders under the lights on Thursday night.
Not far east from the unmistakable buildings of the nation's capital, we've got a building that's also unmistakable in sight, but bears a new name. Welcome to Northwest Stadium here in Landover, Maryland. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage and get too aggressive in the pocket,
the veneer of a new season is gone as we hit the middle third of the schedule. It's away here in Week 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. They're led out by one of the game's most tenured veterans and most decorated quarterbacks of all time, Aaron Rodgers.
I think it's safe to say, Kate, Aaron Rodgers may be one of the most polarizing figures in the NFL, but there is nobody that will question his ability to spin a football different than everybody else. Just ask his receivers, tight ends, running backs, anybody that's ever played with him. He elevates their game, and he often elevates his own game to an MVP kind of level.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. Across the 45 and still going. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. New set of downs for him from the 46. Going to the ground again on first. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Second and 6 coming up here. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Ooh, incomplete there on 2nd down, but boy, a risky throw on a check down of all things. Nearly picked off and headed the other way. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the shotgun, Rodgers. Throw complete to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
They'll run for it with Hall. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Rodgers will look to throw. Has a man, it's Tyler Conklin. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's Hall. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And he can't reel it in. Incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And that brings up 3rd and goal. Rodgers here from the gun. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets finish up an excellent opening series. Malachi Corley, the touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Zerline with the extra point. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jayden Daniels.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. And it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still second down.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. They've got a man in motion. They'll run here following the penalty. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Daniels. Buys time, rolling right. He's running for it. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Here he is on 3rd and long. It's caught, Eckler. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be Jets football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Able to find Corley. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From the gun, it's Hall. Has a lane past the 45. And he's finally marked down at the 46-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Again, he hits the 2nd level. And he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Commanders pick this one up. Wow, oh wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the doghouse, like all of them right now. This can't happen in the NFL, Kate. And a lot of guys out there, they got to be looking to one another, hold each other accountable to hold on to the ball.
The Commanders and QB Jayden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. First carry now for Austin Eckler. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
A great play defensively. They forced a loss despite the penalty, and they just went ahead and declined it. Daniels from the pistol. On target to his man Gage. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He's on the move. Defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. Well, the negative play makes it even easier to decline that flag. That's going to bring up 4th down. Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. The return begins on their side of midfield. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. They'll start this one out with Hall. And he's tackled for a short gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Play fake, it's Rodgers. Flushed out of the pocket. Now here he goes. He's contained at the line for no gain. Emmanuel Forbes in on the tackle. And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on 3rd down. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted, it's gonna be 4th down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
They're working a couple yards past the line. Hassan Reddick cleaning up that play. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Caught by Dotson on the slant. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. That was Sauce Gardner dropping him there. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Shotgun handoff now to Eckler. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Again, Daniel Whelan heading out for another punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt.
At their own
Officially a 55-yard launch. And they're going to take over possession. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball. That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Play action with Rodgers. That's caught. It's Breece Hall.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Give them about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. Throwing from the gun. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. And he put just a little too much on this one as it hits in the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They have it on 2nd and short. Running with Eckler again. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
This one finds Gage. And that's good for a gain of 5. That was Sauce Gardner dropping him there.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. That was Jermaine Johnson there to make the play. 3rd and just 2 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They're going to toss it to Eckler. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. We'll get a stoppage here. Looks like there's a Jet in some discomfort following that play. Daniel Whelan on to punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And the fair catch secured here at the 16. The Jets back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Throwing the out route complete. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
They give on second to Hall. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Rodgers here off the play action. Has his man, it's Corley. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Now here's Rodgers. He's taking a shot towards the end zone. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's Rodgers. That throw finds Conklin. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them, along with everybody.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions to get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So the Jets are going to try a field goal on 4th down, and Greg Zuerlein headed out. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And this one is center chains. Couldn't have hit that much better.
The wind was at his sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a 1st down.
That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. Woo, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. And it's 3rd down now.
And 6 yards to go.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got 4th down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. But with how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now, well, now they got to be special.
The Commanders ready for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. The Jets and this running back headed back out for a new series. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. They start the drive with Hall. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that first down marker.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. On the move, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, this is one of the occasions, Kate, where this defense got to just keep chopping wood. Keep chopping wood. I know they're a little more careful about actually having axes in locker rooms anymore after injuries, but the mantra is the same. You can't look at the scoreboard nor worry about what your offense is doing. You got to keep punishing your opponent.
Another try following the sack. No place to go, so he just threw it away. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From the shotgun, Rodgers. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. No return on that punt. And the Commanders will go on offense. Daniels on 1st down. Completed over the middle. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brought down by Paulson Adebo. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
It's now 3rd and 4.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's gonna run for it! A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
We'll have him gain about a handful there. Will McDonald there on the tackle. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Back to throw, here's Daniels. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his 1st catch of the game. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. The visitors returning their offense, and this running back to the field. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And it's going to be their football coming up. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Into the hands of Conklin. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. Rodgers here from the gun. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. To throw is Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Third and 15.
Rodgers will look to throw. Flush down now to his left. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Thomas Morstead heading back out for the punt. Donovan Peoples-Jones on the return. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. So no return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. On first down, here's Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Jahan Dotson, the intended receiver. And we'll see what they do here on second down. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Out of the gun, Daniels. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line. They're out and set, first and 10. To throw, Rodgers. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Throw complete to Williams. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Third and a lone yard coming up. Now Rodgers. That's to the sideline. It's a catch by Williams. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. This one goes for 3 yards. And it'll give the Jets a first down. Throwing again, it's Rodgers. Able to find Corley. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Here's Rodgers on first and 10. Corley reels it in. This is ahead for about 5. Emmanuel Forbes in on the tackle. The Jets take their first time out. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing once again, Rodgers. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. They'll throw again, Rodgers. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. The Commanders ready to get their offense out there for the final time in the first half. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Caught by Dotson on the slant. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
10 yards. That's good for Washington. First down.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. So at the end of 2, the Jets really playing road warriors here. They've got the lead. Now down the coast we go to Orlando, Florida, in our studio there. Jonathan Coachman waiting by with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. Some of the best games of the weekend come in that 1 o'clock Eastern window, one of which features the Panthers at home in Carolina as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. More good stuff later in the afternoon, one being down in the desert, where it'll be the Cardinals at home in Glendale, taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. And lastly, we'll be tuned in on Sunday night for what should be a great one between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. Both these teams ready for the fight ahead. We're ready to get back to it as well. And to do just that, we'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Fielded at the 7. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. Out comes the offense for Washington to begin the third quarter. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. First and 10, a run to Robinson. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 14. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets him around 6 there. Brought down by Paulson Adebo. And it's a nickel look from the Jets. 3rd down. From the gun, it's Daniels. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They bring McLaurin in motion right. They'll run here on 1st down. And they had that one contained right at the line. That was Jermaine Johnson there to make the play. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
And 10 at the 45-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Able to find Dotson here. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Commanders, first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Robinson on the inside give. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Daniels back to throw. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escapes out to the... And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
And this one gets out of bounds. It was pushing some distance towards the goal line, but gets out at the 5. Now here comes the New York offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from near his own goal line. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it'll be second down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Able to hit home, complete. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
And he's going to be hauled down after a gain up to the 13. He gets 9 on the carry, and now it's 4th and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Eckler. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
A give left side. Here's Robinson. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Here's 2nd and 11. On target to his man, Gage. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brought down by Paulson Adebo. 5 DBs out there for the Jets. 3rd down. Daniels. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. They're out now, ready to punt it. It'll be Daniel Whelan doing the honors. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Hall running between the tackles. And he's brought down after a short gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
From the shotgun, Rodgers. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch.
Pressure gets to him, and he goes down. That's a sack. We do have a marker down, but where it's at on the field, partner, that sure looks like it's in the neighborhood of holding. Well, the negative play makes it even easier to decline that flag. That's going to bring up 4th down. Punter on now, and he gets into this one. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And they're going to take over possession. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Daniels now. Pulled in by Dotson along the sideline. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
13 yards on the play. And the Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Oh, they're looking option, headed left side. A pitch here to Eckler. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. This one finds Gage. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
At the 49-yard line.
Out of the gun, Daniels. That's a catch for Hayden Hurst. And he goes down a little short of the 40.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
The Commanders ready for the punt. Somebody give this guy a break as he sends his 10th punt away. Oh, they are loving this one. It flies out of bounds, and it wasn't too far off the end zone. They're going to say it crossed at the 3. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Searches from the pocket, and the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge? There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count.
And he's not going to escape. They could not get the push they needed. That's going to be a safety.
Kate, you could just feel it, right? Right off the snap, you just got that sense at the line of scrimmage. When those big guys defensively win it right off the jump, right at the line of scrimmage down here at the goal line, well, they've got a chance to put 2 points on their ledger. That's well done by those big boys defensively.
Always hurts to do this. They give up the safety and now have to kick it away. It's fielded at the 14. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. The Commanders all set to regain possession. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. Daniels on 1st down. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I think everybody in the building was already thinking about the next play to run as they watched that short throw to the tight end. That's a gimme. You don't expect to see many of those dropped.
2nd down and 10. Daniels. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And it'll be Jets football. The Jets out to begin another drive. And their last drive reached the wrong end zone and equaled 2 points. So trying for the other end zone and 6 on this possession. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run. And that sets up 2nd and 2. Play fake, it's Rodgers. That throw finds Conklin. And he'll get it up to the 44. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Rodgers here from the gun. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. Throwing once again, Rodgers. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
The Commanders set to take over. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now Daniels to throw. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
He'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Daniels from the pistol. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Again, Daniels to the air. Throw complete to Eckler. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. DJ Reed brings him down that time. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. From the gun, it's Daniels. He finds Dotson left side. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. That one intended for Jahan Dotson. So 2nd down coming up.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now Daniels off the play action. Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. It's Commanders football, and they'll get to work, coming into the quarter trailing. That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's 1st down. Working inside the red zone. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Looking for the back that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Here we go, 2nd and very long. Gage makes the catch. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They need the end zone here. They've got 4 chances at it. This is 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Commanders down by only 2 in the 4th. Jayden Daniels with the touchdown. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. Well, they took their shot at the tie, but they'll need to manufacture another score in the time remaining now as that two-point try is unsuccessful.
It becomes a little bit tougher to punch it in for two when that defense knows what's on the line, too. That's a spot where their hand was forced after the touchdown. They had to do their best to surprise them with the call. Easier said, Kate, than done.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try to run for it with Hall. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. They go right back to Hall. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Rodgers set to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From the shotgun, Rodgers. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Commanders are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Edwards on the shotgun handoff. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Back now, pressure on its way. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. That one intended for Jahan Dotson. So it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Has it downfield, working the left. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. On the give, here's Robinson. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 4th quarter lead. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
PAT effort coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders jump in front now by 5. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. 1st down, Rodgers. Forced out to, and they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. That's to the sideline. It's a catch by Williams. And he's going to go out of bounds up past the 15. Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this 3rd down. Now here's Rodgers. Finds his target, Hall. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Where I sit and judge a defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Commanders will go on offense. This offense making its way back out now. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. A run here with Robinson. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Got a man, McCaffrey has it. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
They're set up at the 35 now. Handoff now to Robinson. And that one's going to back the offense up just a bit here. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Running it after the penalty. Stiff arm success. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about willpower. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that first down.
And a little space is all he needed to reach that 35-yard line. And it's a nickel look from the Jets, 3rd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. Chased out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. It's a gain of 22. And the Commanders will have a first. An option give to Robinson. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Another carry for Robinson. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. This time, it's a passing play. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down and 17.
Back to throw it. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a 1-score ball game. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. On the return, here comes Davis. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Jets' offense now set to take over. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 11. Able to hit Hall, complete. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
He'll throw it. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Holding offense.
Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. Desperation time here on 4th. They left him wide open. It's complete. And he's out of bounds past midfield. How about 19 yards on 4th down, and the call to go for it pays off considerably.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. He'll look to throw it. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. To throw. Caught by Lazard. And they make the tackle at the 38. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set. He connects downfield on fourth. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Here he is to throw. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They'll run here. It's Hall. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set. Back to throw. And he takes it in for the touchdown, down to their last breaths, and he gives them a shot now to force overtime. So there's part one, Brock. They get the touchdown that they desperately needed. Now, you'd imagine, comes a try for 2.
You know, Kate, this might be just as tough as that touchdown. I know they work all week on their 2-point plays, but they're hard to execute. That being said, if they want to force overtime, this is a must.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Setting up to pass. And that catch gets them the 2. We're all tied up here in the 4th. Whew, crisis averted, Brock. They got the 2 and the tie, for now at least. It looks like they have staved off the L and forced themselves overtime.
Yeah, those 2 critical words you just said right there, for now, like for right now. But there's a lot more time on that clock than this defense would care to see. They got to step up. Offense just stepped up, got the 2-point conversion. Now defense, you got to respond to send this game to overtime.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Here's a return from the 7. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. This offense getting all set for this series. And we'll see how aggressive they get to try and end this game in regulation, or if overtime is on the horizon. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Daniels on first down. Buys time, rolling right. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
It's a loss of 3.
And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
28-yard line.
Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime. So as we go through this coin toss, Brock, I'm sure most of our fans know it, but this is something that can decide the game. If the team who gets it first scores a touchdown, the game is over. But if they only kick a field goal, their opponent gets it with a shot to win or tie. And if we play beyond those 2 possessions, the next score would then win. From the jaws of defeat, they snatch this game away. And now we're off in overtime to decide it. On the return, here comes Davis. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The visitors and Aaron Rodgers headed back out on offense. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. They're out and set, 1st and 10. First throw of overtime now. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he'll get it up to the 44. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Blitz coming for Rodgers. Rolling left, buying some time.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
The give on second to Hall. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
First down, New York.
Now looking to throw with Rodgers. It's taken in by Williams. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Rodgers. Hall there to haul it in. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed third down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. And in overtime, this has to be struck well. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Their offense ready to take the field now. Their defense got off the field clean, Brock, and now their offense runs on knowing that any points are going to end this game.
Well, you want to look up complimentary football in the football dictionary, this might be the most important time for it. One side of the ball makes a stand, and the other side gets a chance to go win it. Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here's 2nd and 5. He gets this one to Peoples-Jones. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
That's one he knows he should have had. And it's going to be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Again, Daniels to the air. Got Sinnott. It's complete. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, his big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. The offense headed back to the field. Each offense has had a chance to score now, Brock. Neither one could, so we're in a sudden death. The next score wins it.
And wouldn't it be great, Kate, if we saw one of these defenses just take a turnover back for the winning touchdown? Really just surprise everybody here. It'll be a little tougher to do now, though. Both offenses a little more settled in, and you've got to imagine a little more sense of urgency.
Rodgers here from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Rodgers throwing on 3rd down. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
at the 33.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9.
Staying with Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Robinson on the inside give. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. Third down give to Robinson. And that run very short, only getting to the 27. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. The kick is good. He got it. And they've taken back the lead.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
So score this as a win for the Commanders. And they only needed a field goal to end it as their guy connected on an absolute bomb through all the pressure to claim a heck of a win here in overtime. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Commanders. As with that, we sign off from D.C.